Good afternoon, students of Class 8 Oak. Okay, so we were doing that chapter, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. I thought that since we just have one class this week, that means we didn't get both the classes that we had for Thursday and Friday. Friday's class has been shifted today. So I thought that it would be better if we do this story instead of starting something new. Okay, so all of you please open your book and let us proceed with the story. Okay. Good afternoon. Yes. So, Preyoshi and Rajat are there. Jasmine is also there. Please tell me how much we have done of this chapter. Our class will end at 2:55, so it would be very good if you can tell me the time. Okay. Good afternoon. Yes. Sumit, Aryan, they are also here. At 7:30. What? I think we will be starting from page number 66 today at 7:30. Yes, now I can understand. Okay, so from this paragraph we will begin today's class, page number 66. Let me do a little bit of the story, then I will ask you questions, okay, based on previous day's work, right. So, Bipin Chaudhary was very much confused as well as dazed because of what his friend Dinesh Mukherjee had said. Dinesh had confirmed what Porimal Ghosh has said. So, we see that there is a conflict of interest. Yes, conflict of interest, conflict of not interest but incident. Okay, that means there is Parimal and Dinesh and there is Bipin Babu. That means they have opposing theory about what Bipin Babu did during the Durga Puja vacation of the year 1958. Okay, so we still now in this story we have understood that these two people, both of them say that he has been to Ranchi and Bipin Babu remembers that he had been to Kanpur with his friend. Now, the main conflict of the story is this: whether or not Bipin Babu will recall his memory or whether he will realize something else, we will find out in today's lesson. Okay. So, please open your book, page number 66. Page 66, and let us begin from the paragraph at 7:30. So, we have already done that. Dinesh Mukherjee had told him about the fact that he had been to Ranchi with him. Then he was very much confused and he could not go on working, okay, because something had happened to him which was very difficult for him to comprehend or accept. He has gone back home. Okay, now he is in his house. Now look at page number 66. At 7:30, Bipin Babu's servant came and announced, "Chunni Babu sir says it's very important." So we come across another character, that is Chunni. Okay. New character is added. Okay. So, this man had come to visit Bipin Babu and he says that something important is there. Bipin Babu knew what Chunni had come for. Chunni Lal had been at school with him. He had been having a rough time lately and had been coming to see him about a job. So he wanted to get some help from Bipin Babu. Okay, he was his schoolmate. He used to go to the same school as Bipin Babu, and now he was in a financial crisis, and so he wanted to get some help from Bipin Babu. We have already established the fact that Bipin Babu is well off. Okay, he is quite established. Bipin Babu knew it was not possible to do anything for him, and in fact told him so. But Chunni kept turning up like a bad penny. You know what a penny is, right? Coin. Okay, coin of money. Bipin Babu sent word that not only was it not possible for him to see Chunni now, but not in several weeks. So he refused to meet Chunni. He refused to meet the man who had come to him for some help. Okay. Now, this name again brings us back to the names of characters which are used by Satyajit Ray. I think Chunni Lal, this character was there in one of the Feluda films, Feluda stories, that is. Okay, so this is also another Chunni. But as soon as the servant stepped out of the room, it struck Bipin Babu that Chunni might remember something about the 58 trip. There was no harm in asking him, so he instructed his servant to tell Chunni to go away. Then it struck him that maybe Chunni might help me about remembering that incident which happened in 1958. Bipin Babu hurried down the stairs and into the living room. Chunni was about to leave, but seeing Bipin Babu appear, he turned around hopefully. Okay, so he wanted to get some help from Bipin Babu, and because Bipin Babu was coming down, he felt hopeful that maybe he would try to help him in that financial problem. Bipin Babu didn't beat about the bush. Didn't beat about the bush means he didn't go on making small talks or giving a round and round gossip about something else. He went directly to the point. Yes, see, most people are selfish in some matters. You cannot judge a person as completely selfless. Yes, Bipin Babu, from this we can understand that maybe he didn't feel so much philanthropic towards other. Obviously, this is very obvious. A person who keeps to himself, who likes the preference of books rather than company, who likes to spend his time inside his house after coming back from work, who didn't like the company of people but rather the company of books, it is very natural that a bit of self-centered nature will be present in such people. Okay, but you cannot judge somebody that means most people that we meet, especially those who become more progressive in their age, they become selfish. It's very natural. Or maybe Bipin Babu was not very philanthropic, but he was not even selfish, but he knew that there was no way to help Chunni, and so he did not proceed further into the matter. Okay, we can say it in a different way. You can have your own opinion that Bipin Babu was selfish from this point. Okay, now come back to the story. Listen, Chunni, I want to ask you something. You have a good memory and you have been seeing me off and on for a long time. Just throw your mind back and tell me, did I go to Ranchi in 1958? Chunni said, 58. It must have been 58. Or was it 59? You're sure that I did go to Ranchi? Chunni's look of amazement was not unmixed with worry. Now see this, underline this line. We will come back to this place once more after we complete the entire story, and all this conversations, all this that means appearance on the how they are giving the facial expression of all the different characters or the way they are saying the things, they will be shown in a different light after you complete the story. Okay, so it will have a different significance then. So please underline this line. Chunni's look of amazement was not unmixed with worry. Do you mean you have doubts about having gone at all? Did I go? Do you remember clearly? Chunni sat down on the sofa, fixed Bipin Babu with a long, hard stare and said, stare means looking at somebody fixedly. Okay, long, hard. Hard means in a stern manner, not in a soft manner, but in a very hard manner. Okay. Bipin, have you taken to drugs or something? As far as I know, you had a clean record where such things were concerned. I know that old friendships don't mean much to you, but at least you had a good memory. You can't really mean that you have forgotten about the Ranchi trip. How can you mean? So, look at the way Chunni is telling this thing to Bipin. It appears that Bipin Babu, Chunni is a good friend of his. It appears from his conversation that Chunni remembers what kind of a man he used to be. He remembers where he had gone, what he had done, and he also seems, through his conversation, we can also understand that Chunni was probably feeling sympathetic towards him. Okay, but this is all what we are reading right now. Okay. Bipin Babu had to turn away from Chunni's incredulous stare. Incredulous means somebody who doesn't believe in what you are saying. Okay, not accepting what is happening in front of him. So, Chunni was looking at him in a manner as if he couldn't understand or comprehend that the fact Bipin Babu doesn't remember about going to Ranchi. Okay. Protagonist, pinching, pinched. We will find out. Let us complete the story, Munshi. We will have different opinions about who the protagonist is, but we will understand, because I think most of you have already read the story. We will understand that Chunni Babu plays a pivotal role in the entire action of the stories. Okay, he will have a good role. That means we will find it out. I don't want to give you the ending, because many students are there who have not yet read the story full, right? So, for them the suspense will be lost. Now listen. So, this man was looking at Bipin Babu in such a manner as if he couldn't believe what he is seeing. So, Bipin Babu turned away from Chunni's stare. That means he couldn't go on looking at Chunni. Do you remember what my last job was? Asked Chunni Lal. That is, do you remember where I used to work last? Of course, you worked in a travel agency. I remember that. You remember that, and you don't remember that it was I who fixed up your railway booking for Ranchi? I went to the station to see you off. One of the fans in your compartment was not working. I got an electrician to fix it. Have you forgotten everything? Whatever is the matter with you? You don't look too well, you know. Now, as I am reading this story, I think this story could have been a fascinating subject for a class drama. If we had a regular class this year, I would have asked you, picked students to play characters, and we could have conducted a small drama based on this story. Okay, leaving out the background narratives, the entire action of the story is so much moving that you can actually tell everything from the dialogues and the expressions of the characters. Okay. So, it would have been very interesting if we got the chance. Anyway, so this man is saying that I used to work at a tour agency. You remember? You have forgotten completely that I was the man who fixed you up with the tickets. I was the one who fixed, who called an electrician when the fan in your compartment stopped working. So, Chunni Lal is saying all these things. Okay. Bipin Babu sighed and shook his head. Means he gave out a sigh. Okay, he gave out a breath as if he was accepting the fact that age was catching up to him. Okay, when a person accepts defeat, sometimes they sigh, and shook his head like this. That is, no, I don't remember. I have been working too hard, he said at last. That must be the reason. Must see about consulting a specialist. That is, I should go to a psychiatrist, to a person who can counsel me about what problem I am facing. He accepts the fact that he has had a memory loss, because you see 3 people now came and supported the theory. Okay, Porimal, Dinesh and Chunni. All three of them insist that he has been to Ranchi. Okay. All of them insist that yes, you have been to Ranchi. So it's Bipin Babu versus all this three. Okay. Obviously he has to accept defeat because these three are, for Bipin Babu, they are three separate people. They do not have any connection. Bipin Babu has no idea about it. He has got the information from three discrete individuals, different people, and all three of them has confirmed it. So this is obvious to the Bipin Babu that he must be losing his mind. Now let's see what should be the course of action. Doubtless it was Bipin's condition which made Chunilal leave without mentioning anything about the job. That means before leaving, Chunilal had thought that maybe I would ask Bipin Babu about giving me a job or something, but looking at the way Bipin Babu reacted to the entire incident, he felt bad for him probably. The hopeless appearance of Bipin Babu made Chuni stop from asking him the question. Paresh Chando was a young physician, maybe Chanda. Okay, I cannot understand what can be the pronunciation. Paresh Chanda was a young physician with a pair of bright eyes and a sharp nose. So it was a doctor. He has gone to meet a doctor. He became thoughtful when he heard about Bipin Babu's symptoms. Look, Dr. Chanda, said Bipin Babu desperately. He had a desperation. Okay. In a forceful manner, he was saying, you must cure me of this horrible illness. I can't tell you how it is affecting my work. How it is affecting my work, I cannot tell you because this illness is making me so much confused. Dr. Chanda shook his head. You know what, Mr. Chaudhuri? I have never had to deal with a case such as yours. Frankly, this is quite outside my field of experience. But I have one suggestion. I don't know if it will work, but it's worth a try. It can do no harm. So Dr. Chanda accepted the fact that Bipin Babu's condition was very rare. Obviously, because a person cannot suddenly lose just one little one trip which he had. If a person suffers from memory loss, that person will show signs of memory loss in different activities of daily lives. He will forget to take his medicines, he will forget to go to work, he will make some problems in work where he is working, he will forget names of people, he will forget all different things. But here, what Bipin Babu was facing, it's just one incident he has forgotten, that is the trip to Ranchi. Okay. So it was a very unique problem that he had, a unique disorder that he had, and Dr. Chanda said that frankly I have not met anybody who had this kind of disease. So in my experience I have not found anybody who suffers from this kind of ailment. But I have one suggestion. What is the suggestion? Let us find out. As far Bipin Babu leaned forward anxiously. As far as I can make out, said Dr. Chanda, and I think you are of the same opinion, you must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, the entire episode has slipped out of your mind. So this is the prognosis of Dr. Chanda. Okay, this is the way he is trying to put up his theory about how Bipin Babu can lose his memory. So he believes that he must have been to Ranchi, but due to some unknown reason, he has lost his memory. What I suggest is that you go to Ranchi once again. Important. This part is important. That is, what is the suggestion of Dr. Chanda? That he goes to Ranchi once again. The sight of the place may remind you of your trip. This is not impossible. More than that, I cannot at the moment. More than that, I cannot do at the moment. That is more than suggesting to you that you visit that place back to see whether you have, whether you get back your memory or not. Other than that, I can't do anything for this. I am prescribing a nerve tonic and a tranquilizer. Okay. Sleep is essential or the symptoms will get more pronounced. That means it will become more strong. The symptoms will become more strong. Okay. They will appear more. So he gave him a nerve tonic to calm his nerve and a tranquilizer to make him sleep, okay, sleep and reduce his stress. Bipin Babu felt somewhat better the next morning. After breakfast, he rang up his office, gave some instructions and then procured a first class ticket for Ranchi at the same evening. Again, something which tells you that Bipin Babu was quite wealthy, okay, because he just calling back to his office, he has already procured for himself, he has already got for himself a ticket to Ranchi, that too a first class ticket. So, all these little facts you have to remember very well. Okay, now close your books. Let me just painful. Let me just ask you a few questions. We have 2 or 3 minutes left. We won't be proceeding anymore today. Just a little bit is left, I think. Okay. So, let me ask you a few questions from the part that we have done. Okay, how many years had he been working at the firm? Yes, Kinton is the first to answer. Anna and Nishad, good. Okay, the next question is, don't look at your book. What kind of worker was he? What kind of an employee was he? What kind of an employee was Bipin Babu according to himself? According to him, what kind of a worker he was? Dutiful. Spelling. No, not travel agency worker. Conscientious. Conscientious, not consistent. You can also say consistent. Yes, dutiful. Responsible, inexhaustible. Yes, somebody who doesn't get conscious, conscientious. The word which is used in your book is conscientious, not conscious. Somebody who has a lot of responsibility, who is very careful and correct, responsible, okay, correct. So, the 2 things which is written is conscientious and tireless. Okay, he was tireless, that means nobody could make him tired, he could go on working and working and working. He was a tireless worker. Okay, next question is a short question. After the incident, that means after speaking to Dinesh Mukherjee on that day, when did he come back home from office and why was it different? And why did he come back home? No, why did he come back home cannot be a question. Just tell me when did he come back home. Anna this time said first, then Kinton. Nishat, ma'am repeat. When did he come back home? At 2:30. Yes. 2:30. Yes. Okay. Next question is, why did Chunni Babu, no, not why did Chunni Babu. What instruction did Bipin Babu give to his servant about Chunni? What instruction did Bipin Babu give to his servant about Chunni? Sunaina has shown me a thumbs. I don't know why. Okay. Remember to Ranchi trip? No. He gave his servant certain instruction regarding dealing with that man, Chunni, who had come to visit him. What was the instruction given to the servant? At first he instructed his servant to tell Chunni to leave, but later he changed his opinion. Okay. So, why did Chunni come to meet him? Why did Chunni come to meet him? To get a job, yes, because he was, Aryan not for his illness, but because he had recently lost his job, he was in a financial crisis, so he had come to Bipin Babu to get some help, to get job, yes. So, the next question is obviously very easy, all of you can tell me, that is, what was the last job of Chunni? Let's see who writes first. Travel agency, okay, on types fastest it seems. Neshat also, travel agency. Kintan, Ranodeep, Rajat, Munshi, Aryan, Preyashi. Okay, fine, good. So all of you remember that he used to work at a travel agency. Okay. Tell me what the problem was there. Tell me the problem which was there in the compartment of Bipin Babu according to Chunni. What problem was there in the train compartment of Chunni Babu, not Chunni Babu, Bipin Babu, and how did Chunni fix it? Fan was not working. This time Neshat has written first. Fan was not working. Preyashi also, Annay also. Yeah, and how did Chunni Babu help? Yes, Sumit, Ranodeep, Aryan. How did Chunni help? Call the electrician by getting an electrician. Electrician spelling. Annay. Yes. Preyashi also electrician spelling. Yes. So, since the fan was not working, Chunni Babu insists that he had helped him by calling up an electrician. We will all find out about these things, what the story is about. I think all of you have read it. I hope all of you have read it. So, we will stop over here today. Do you have any doubts regarding the part that we have done? No. Okay. So, thank you students for today's class and happy Ganesh Chaturthi everyone.